Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Unit 2, finding the least squared regression line from, or when given, x, the standard deviation of x, the mean of y and the standard deviation of y and the correlation coefficient. It's kind of an odd little separate kind of piece, but it's something that you should know how to do before you get to the AP exam. All right, so here's an example here. The mean of the x's is 16.1. The standard deviation of those x values is 8.5. The mean of the y's, 25.8, and the standard deviation of those y values is 12.3, and we have a correlation coefficient of 0.81, and it's very straightforward. It's just like a formula. The slope is what we're going to do first. Is calculated by the correlation coefficient multiplied by the standard deviation of y over the standard deviation of x. Helps me a little to remember that the slope is rise over run, and that's your y over your x. That kind of goes with that. All right, and then here's another thing that should kind of make sense to you. If you figure all those points on the scatter point are on there, and then we draw our line of best fit, it's like the average line that goes through all those points, and the average value of the x and the average value of the y's is always on that line. So every time that's always a value on that line. So what we're going to do is, once we find the slope, we're going to have y equals a plus bx. We'll know that slope. And just like algebra, I need to find the a or the intercept. In order to do so, I'll plug in that point, x bar, y bar, in there and solve for a, and I'll find the a and have the equation. All right, so let's go ahead and try this problem out. Okay, first of all, b equals r, 0.81, multiplied by the standard deviation of the y's, which is right there, 12.3. Divided by the standard deviation of the x's, okay, which is 8.5. Let's calculate our b value there. And I got 1.17. That's what we're doing right here. These are steps right here written down. I didn't realize I had that. Calculate the slope. We're doing that first, and then we're going to plug that point in to find the y-intercept. So that's what we have so far. So at the moment, I know this. Okay, and like I said, it's just like Algebra 1 now. I got to find the value for the intercept, so I'm going to plug in a point, and the point I know is x bar, y bar. So that's going to get plugged in here. Grab those values. 16.1 and 25.8. Y bar is 25.8. And x bar is 16.1, if I remember correctly. Yes. All right, and we just solve for that. So let's get that solved. 25.8 minus 1.7 times 16.1. Okay, I got a. And here we go. So my slope was 1.17. I plugged it in. I found the y-intercept of negative 1.57. And the equation of my line equals a, the intercept, negative 1.57, plus my slope, 1.17x. We don't have any context in this problem, but I would need to say what x stands for and y hat is the predicted value of something, and I could go ahead and talk about explain the coefficients of the line of best fit, the least squared regression line here. I could talk about r and r squared. Notice I have r. I could square that and get the value for r and talk about all those values as well, make predictions and do everything that I need to with an equation of a line. All right, thank you guys.